Come out in your thousands and millions. Let the street swell, not with fear, but with courage, with conviction, with hope. And may it be written that on 25th June 2025, Kenya, the real Kenya, stood up. The young people need direction. Our generation needs direction. We have been quiet for so long without a leader to tell us what direction to take. It is important to note, as a person who has served at the capacity of a special force in this country, I understand the reasons for formation and structures to engage in any war. For a person who has served in the National Intelligence Service of this country, I understand the dynamics of what is being planned. And I want to say this before I start my brief statement today. It is important to note, any leader who has altered any provocative ones, threatening ones, the likes of Member of Parliament of Tiati, we need to take action. I will record a statement for such utterances because this country has to be run by the rule of the law. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to start my brief statement to the nation as Patrick Osoi VI. Gen Z's millennials chant, Gen X shouts, a nation's clarion call for dignity, justice, and restoration. Enough is enough. Fellow citizens, sons and daughters of this beloved republic, from the valleys of Elgeyo to the Battle of Nairobi, from the shores of Mombasa to the highlands of Nyeri, from the plains of Bundarangi to the pastoral patches of Rochogyo, from our bondas in Mandera to Alale in Pokot, Kenya rises tomorrow, 25th June 2025. We, the youth of Kenya, Gen Z, millennials, Gen X, the boomers, and even the blooming Gen Alphas are not gathering for spectacle, but for solemn, unbreakable stand against a regime and a system that has lost its conscience. We rise to say, enough is enough. We rise to defy the kidnappers of hope, the sodomizers of spirit, the silencers of truth. We rise because the blood of our brothers and sisters cries out, not for vengeance, but for justice. We march not merely with our feet, but with the weight of truth in our hearts, the power of memory in our hands, and the destiny of our nation upon our shoulders. This is not a riot. This is not a rebellion. This is a resurrection of values, of vision, of voice of people. Let the echo across every village, estate, and slum. Let it be whispered in the corridors of Parliament and gathered through the avenues of State House itself. We are not afraid, for the true power of the Republic does not sit behind guarded gates or in an individual. It lives in the people. It lives in us. We do not march to invade the State House. We march to reclaim the soul of the nation, for the power does not belong to a building. It belongs to the people. We do not march to the State House. We want to do the liberation in the manner that is allowed by our Constitution under Article 1. To our parents, elders, hear our cry, walk with us tomorrow. To our mothers and fathers, whose backs are bowed from years of toil. To Mama Mboga, sweating under the unforgiving sun, yet earning less by the day, join us tomorrow. To the genuine border riders, gallant in their hustle, dodging potholes and poverty, walk with us. To the mitumba vendor, whose humble trade now chokes under the weight of predatory taxation, stand with us tomorrow. To the civil servant, the teachers, the police officers, the military, the nurses, the doctors, the factory workers whose payslip dwindles while political elite dine on your sweat. Tomorrow is your march too. Let this be a day the middle class sees their whispers in lounges and take their place in the street of conscience. Let this be time when parents no longer cry alone over the caskets of their children, but stand beside them in purpose to liberate this nation. We walk because we have all lost something, not to this riot. Our friends, our freedom, our future. And therefore we say, enough is enough. Kenya is bleeding, but we are healing. We do not march to break. We march to remember, to honor, to build. We carry in our hearts the names of those murdered for daring to dream. They died holding placards, not weapons. They raised flags, not fists. Their only crime was believing in a better Kenya. They were not criminals. They were patriots. They were the future. We will never forget. Their blood has not been spilled in vain. It has watered the tree of liberty. Their memory shall become our mandate. Let it be known, Kenya's greatest enemy is not its youth. It is a cabal of weakness system that trade integrity for impunity, merit for nepotism, service for surveillance, and democracy for deception. We are here because we will no longer be taxed without services, governed without transparency, or policed without humanity. Kenya is emerging from the woods of unemployment, overtaxation, bloated bureaucracy, hollowed institution, and corruption dressed in a designer's suit. And now we say no more. Enough is enough. This is Kenya's tipping point. We are a generation that was pierced the veil of political theater. We know that optics are not governance, that campaign promises do not cure anger. The photo ops cannot replace policy. Let the old order tremble, for we come not with fire, but with facts, not with stones, but with steadfastness. Let them send their goons, as they always do. We are not shaken, we are not afraid. For the movement is greater than their bullets, louder than their lies, and stronger than their violence. This is message to my fellow colleagues and police officers and security agencies in this country. Work with us and not against us, because you are in the same cocoon. To our brothers and sisters in the Kenya Police Service, we extend not defiance but partnership. We come not to fight you, but to seek your protection. Let it be made abundantly clear. The youth and the demonstrating citizens of Kenya have no quarrel with the police. We welcome your presence tomorrow as guardians of peace, not as tool of repression. For we all now know the truth. It is not our youth who bring chaos, but goons hired by politicians, exposed by the brave voices in our media. We need protection from violence, not for violence. And tomorrow, as we march, know this: among us will be parents, mothers, and fathers of abducted, sodomized, condomized, and murdered youth, whose only offense was to walk and to ask for a future. We pay special tribute to the presence of the father of our fallen hero Rex, a beacon of dignity amidst the grief. To all the mothers and fathers of Gen Z whose children fell last year, we march for you, we march with you, and we will not forget. The Constitution shall not be twisted And the Constitution will not be in any way be subverted by the few individuals in this country. As citizens, we also stand behind a cause now before the Supreme Court to affirm what is already plain to the public, that Kenya's general election must be held on 11th August 2026 in accordance with our 5-year constitution calendar. Let those in power remember, they are a tenant and not owners of the state. The lease expires. The people will renew, revoke, or replace. That is democracy. To every Kenyans across generation, rise with us. The generation is not Gen Z barren. This is Kenyans' collective cross. We call upon boomers who once faced colonial injustice, Gen X, who survived economic betrayal, and the coming Gen Alphas, whose future depends on our action today. Release your children tomorrow, not in fear, but in faith, that they will return, not just safe, but changed, empowered, and enlightened. We are peaceful, we are patriotic, we are principled, and we are ready to drain the swamp. Kenya shall be reborn. Let it be recorded in the annals of history that when the powerful grew deaf, the people found their voice. That when the politician hid, the nation rose. That when the system failed, generation stood united. We are not here to burn. We are not here to build. We are here to build. We are not anarchists. We are architects of our future, of the nation restored to its people. So tomorrow, come out in your thousands and millions. Let the street swell, not with fear, but with courage, with conviction, with hope. And may it be written that on 25th of June 2025, Kenya, the real Kenya, stood up. With a way forward, we shall have a live X meeting on Thursday, late afternoon. A link shall be shared with the organizers to all our social media for justice, for dignity, for democracy, for the foreign, for the living, for the generation to come. Power to the people, glory to the brave, peace to the just, freedom for the people. We want the government of the people, by the people, for the people. Gen Z's rises. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.